All right, so in this video, I want to talk about the differences between Weebly, Duda, and WordPress, the three main platforms that I use for my local lead generation sites. All right, so first of all, this video is going to be more just an overview of each one of them, and then I'm going to have in-depth videos coming up on each platform and showing its pros and cons when it comes to the lead generation business. But for now, let's just go over each one of them. So when I first learned local lead generation, I learned it on Weebly. Now, Weebly is an easy platform to use. It has a drag and drop website builder, so there's no coding involved, which makes it very simple to get started so that you can focus on generating money as opposed to learning a new skill like CSS or HTML coding. But the issue comes up when it comes to pricing, because I have 400 sites up, and if you know the timing of local lead generation, it takes anywhere between 3 to 9 months to start generating income from a lead generation site. So you're paying a lot. You're paying a lot more on a monthly basis if you scale using Weebly than if you scaled with a much leaner platform such as WordPress. But what I really like about Weebly is that it was super easy to train my team on, and that they literally picked it up within 24 hours. They had been working on Duda, and then we wanted to set up some Weebly websites, and so I sent them a couple of 10-minute training videos, and boom, they picked it up very quickly. Because the plan that you're going to want to be on in Weebly is going to be the professional plan, because then it eliminates branding, versus what we've got here is the $6 a month plan if you buy annually, so you're out $72 versus here you're out $144. So you don't have any branding. Remove square ads is basically what it has. These ones will have square ads on them because Square just bought Weebly. So, but you also have e-commerce integration, which you're not going to deal with at all for the local lead gen business unless you start selling some products for, like, I've seen some local lead gen guys branch out and help out some chefs, and so they add some products to there, and it makes it super easy to use from the professional's standpoint. But we want to get the professional because these all have SEO, they all have lead capture, they all have Instagram feeds in them. But as far as branding goes, you want to remove the square ads, this is the first plan to do so. All right. So then the next one I want to go over is Duda. Now, Duda is more of the new kid on the block as far as website builders go, and I've been in some courses where they've used white label versions of Duda because it's amazing and it works very well with G Suite, and you're able to generate a lot of sites fairly quickly because of it. And they have some unique features that pull data in from spreadsheets, and then you can create a website based on that data, and you can do that at scale. So that makes it very slick to produce a lot of sites very quickly. But again, your cost is going to catch up to you. I have about 50 or so sites on here, and that runs me about $600 a month or so right now. So, but there's a lot of interesting features inside here, like that they pull in, like if you have your phone number and your address and your business name, you put that in one spot and it populates on the rest of the site. So I really do enjoy a lot of the features inside of Duda. But again, if you're going for lead gen sites at scale, it makes it a little more difficult to scale that way. All right. So next up is what I've considered the tried and true would be WordPress. Now, the way WordPress is set up is you need a host and you need a theme. Right? Now, I use WebHostPython I'll put out a video of why I switched from SiteGround to WebHostPython later on here. But the main reason was because SiteGround decided to limit inodes, which are basically little files on websites, and on there I had their biggest plan, and yet I was still running out of inodes. Versus Python does not track inodes and give you a lot more space. And honestly, I really like what they've got put together. Now I've got 3 of these servers as well as an X2, which for these servers you can put around 100 sites on them. Now on my X2, I can put about 400 sites on. So you have a lot less expenses when it comes to running using this, but you have more. You need to have a greater grasp on the tech. And so if the tech isn't an issue, I highly recommend running on WordPress. And then I use Divi theme because you grab their lifetime access for $250. You've got all the website packs, which makes it super simple. For instance, I got the team that I've trained. We can go in and pull all these pull a pack in there for, like, let's go into under business, and let's just say that I want to build a tree service one out, right? So let's go to tree. So in this case, I've got web host there. So let's go to another option would be plumber. So then in this case, I've got a theme that's already made out, or yeah, a theme that's already made out for plumbing. And so all they need to do is basically integrate this page, pull in the page using an API, using their API, the Elegant Themes API, and then they'll populate that page with the information, basically copy and paste with all that's needed in there. So it makes it super easy to set up a site using Divi these days. And then really you train your team that's based over in the Philippines to do it, and they'll run with it very quickly. And my team really enjoys learning different skills, so I've trained them on basically every step of the lead generation model, and they pick up on it like super fast. So yeah, so those are the 3 main places that you can host on. You can use Weebly, Duda, and WordPress. Yeah, there's a few others like Wix, but Wix doesn't allow you to do as much from an SEO standpoint as Weebly or Duda or WordPress does. So that's why I didn't include it on this list. And I don't have as much experience with Wix, so to be honest with you. So that's why I've covered these 3. So yeah, this is just an introductory to the different platforms that you can use for local lead generation. And again, I'll cover each one more in depth in future videos.